We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Shotgun now for Lance. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. From just shy of midfield, Lance getting this out to the flat. Mostert.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on 1st down. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. From the 35 on 2nd down, Lance. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Niners 7, Seahawks nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
Now it's Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great 6th sense, maybe even a 7th and 8th. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Lance, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do?
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101 to try to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing after the interception. Lance. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Lance. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go back to Carson here on second. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They go play action with Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jalen Smith. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Come on now, let's go.
26 yards. And the 49er first down.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Lockett the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 4 yards remain for second down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, watch that. Check right 54. Right 54.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Check it back.
Here's Carson. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And once again, it's Eskridge. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now it's Wilson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Lance going to throw. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the option right is Lance. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 20. A big play there out of the running game. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands, and guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Working with a 2nd and 3. And now they'll throw with Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Jim.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Back near his goal line. Here's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Lance now on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, He is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Lance to throw it. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lance now on 1st down. Going for it all. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Ross Dwelly, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Lockett the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Can't get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run again with Carson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. Big hole up the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. try and run forward with Penny. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about.
Touchdown, 49ers! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you want the final metric on his top speed, and trust me, you do, Next Gen Stats says he hit 22.4 miles an hour. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Oh, makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Lance looking to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
First down, 49ers.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing now is Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
One final try now for Lance. He's got it. And he's brought down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston